of buying a house. I'm trying to see if anybody got something better, but then nobody had nothing better.
God, you call me by my name. The love you give me, I just can't deny.
Hey guys, my name is Tashana. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be talking about why I moved back home and why I bought a house. So, just a little backstory. I have been thinking about moving back home for a while. Maybe like really the whole time I was in Atlanta, I was thinking about, should I move back home? Am I gonna move back home or what? But I never like took steps to do it. But in the last year, I kind of wanted to move back home more because I have a niece and I have a little brother. They're both young, so it's like I wanted to see them grow up. So then I started to actually try to put things into motion to move back home, and it was kind of like, it was a smooth transition, but at the same time, there were a couple of little blocks in the road, just some little ones. So the thing was, when I wanted to move, I had applied to transfer to this office, but my lease was about to be up and I had not heard back from the application or anything. I hadn't heard anything from it. So I just went ahead and let the lease in, and I stayed with my friend, just hoping that they were going to send the offer, prayed about it, all the things. And then so during that time where I didn't know, like I had moved my stuff back to Mississippi and everything without even knowing if I was gonna for sure be able to transfer. But, everything worked out. I ended up getting the offer to transfer, and then like a couple of weeks after that, I came on back home to Mississippi. And so originally my plan was to stay with my dad for a couple of months, get back accustomed to the state, the city, and, just enjoy the rent-free life, because, like, come on. So that was my plan, right? Probably like a month and a half in, I was like, I really feel like I want to have my own place to stay. No offense to my daddy, no offense to nobody. But, after you be set in your ways, you like stuff a certain way, you want your stuff in a certain place, and all this stuff, it's just like, that's what I was used to. I was in Atlanta by myself for 3 years, and me and Jordan, we stayed together, but we had our stuff the way we wanted it, so it didn't really overlap. So it was never an issue. But, like moving into somebody's house that's been there for years, it's like the space is already taken up, and I have a lot of stuff. And I didn't want to get rid of none of my stuff. So I was like, I gotta find somewhere else to go. I gotta find somewhere else to go. So I started looking for apartments, and baby, these apartments are really wilding out here. Like, I would really go as far as to say it's like the apartments are worse than Atlanta based on the looks and quality of the apartment versus the prices, because most of the prices were like the same amount as Atlanta, but the quality of the apartment was not hitting on nothing. Like, they were saying that these apartments was renovated and all this stuff, but to me, it did not look renovated, and it really wasn't what I was going for. And I'm like, if I'm about to pay to stay somewhere, I'm gonna be comfortable, it's gonna be cute, like, I'm not gonna compromise on that. So I did a couple tours. I was really trying to move that same weekend. So I'm like, I'm just trying to see to confirm this what the apartment looked like. That first day, I was very, very, very disappointed, because I had high hopes. I'm like, it shouldn't be that hard. but it was that hard. And I just feel like the prices was getting on up there. Like, it was a very few apartments that actually looked good and renovated, but the prices was like close to 2,000. So I was really still about to sign a lease for an apartment that I saw. Not really where I wanted to stay, but it was like the most updated apartments for the lowest cost. So I was about to just go ahead and sign that lease, and then my mom and my dad had already like said maybe I should like look for a house, but I'm like, I'm not trying to look for no house because it's gonna take a long time. I'm trying to move now. I need to get myself settled. Like, it was just very annoying and irritating to not have my stuff out and organized in the way that I wanted it. So I'm like, I'm not gonna get no house right now. Like, and then, you know, also the thing of like, people try to, I mean, it is a big thing, don't get me wrong, but I feel like people overcomplicate the process of getting a house. I don't know, maybe it's just my thoughts from my experience, but it's just not that deep. So at first I was just like, nah, that's too much. I ain't trying to do all that. So then my aunt is a realtor, and so I was talking to her, and she was like, you know, you might as well just look for a house. So this is the third person to tell me I might just go ahead and look for a house. So I'm just like, you know what? Will it hurt? Is it gonna hurt? Like, maybe I should have patience in this situation and stop trying to move so fast and really explore all of my options, because I was really ready to move that weekend. And so I was just like, I have been praying for patience as well. So it's like, I feel like this is the opportunity for me to be patient, because I knew looking for a house and trying to buy a house is gonna take much longer than moving in an apartment, which I could do like next day type thing. So I was like, okay, fine, go ahead and send me some houses so we could look. So same day we went to go look at a house. I didn't like it, but the ball was rolling and it never stopped until I got here. So we looked at the house. It wasn't all that cute. I really didn't like it. Like, one of my deal breakers was grouted countertops, and like a lot of older houses for some reason have grouted countertops, and I just really don't like that. Like, I don't know. I really don't like it. So I was like, can't do it. Like, but granted, you can switch out countertops. So it's like, if the house was just top tier, then maybe I would have compromised on that, because it's like, this is a long-term investment, so you can switch it up and you can make it how you want it. But yeah, the house had foundation issues. It was cracks in the wall, so it's like, nah, I ain't finna deal with that, baby. So then over the next couple of days, we looked at a few more houses. I really wasn't liking them, but like on Realtor.com, I was looking as well, and there was a few houses that I liked. They were new constructions, but they were a little bit above what I wanted to spend. But it was like, was it a week? I really don't know the timeline, because this whole process kind of went by fast. But after I had looked at a couple houses, and it's like, I was looking at different options. I was being patient. I was just like, you know, let's just go ahead and up the price, because this is what I want. Like, so let's just go ahead and go over here and look at these houses. And so that's what we did. We went and looked at the houses, and I was sold immediately. Now, there were a few options in this neighborhood still, so I still did choose the one that I liked best. But overall, like, I wanted a new construction because I don't want to have to like deal with a lot of maintenance and renovating and all of that. I was ready to come in, get my stuff where I needed to be, and be able to start making videos for one, and get back into my everyday routine without having a lot of delay. So a new construction was the most optimal for me. And so when I saw these, I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And I'll insert a few clips from when we came to look at some houses and do the home inspection.
Told him miss me with that sad stuff. I had told him Reverend come and get me in that bathtub.
You didn't know I was a vlogger?
No.
Girl, yes.
You are hilarious.
Woo! Baby, we is about to see this inspection for this house, honey. And do our little tape walk through. I'm so excited. I'm finna be a house owner. Like, what? Homeowner. Like, what? Girl, what?
Today is my 2nd year anniversary of my house.
2nd year.
Is it your phone? Yeah. Your dad?
Yeah. Hello?
Is it the family dollar?
Dollar General.
Across the street?
Dollar General.
She said Dollar General.
Okay, good.
Okay.
You get his part first, and then we'll go over our part.
Okay.
Just so we
Whenever she gets here, it's fine. Okay. I was telling her whenever she gets here.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Are you live?
Yeah.
I thought she was videoing. So I thought she was
Oh,
calling.
no. I'm just doing this for personal.
That's why I said I had to talk to you. Okay, my bad. I'm Paul Taylor with Sure Home Inspections. I'm here to do a new home construction inspection for Tashana. And we're just going to go over right fast. Let's see. This builder does a really good job. I've always been impressed with this guy. There ain't but a couple of things on the report. She's got plenty of light in there. You got a small leak on this sink. Usually, a lot of times you find leaks under here. It's usually just they didn't tighten up something enough to see the water down there. Those are easy fixes. So,
And that's you with your car? With her car? That's your house?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm like, where is your car?
Yeah.
Can't wait to come see the cookout.
It's going down.
You need to learn how to build a fence so you can put one back in.
What you saying? For
We're
sure.
gonna talk about the tape.
Okay.
Is it going right now? Oh, you get to edit and all of that. I was about to say, I just gotta hope it's taking you. No.
Alright, I'll do it. 1, 2, let's go.
Alright, I'm here today with my client, buyer, Tashana Everett, and we're gonna do a blue tape walkthrough. We also already did the home inspector. Blah.
So from top.
Okay.
Do it. Was that good? Was that horrible? Oh my gosh. Alright, so if you could get us like goodness of pieces of tape somewhere, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen anything yet?
It's some little stuff right here.
And then we ain't gonna hold you on this part.
Let me kiss you putting it on there.
Yeah. Oh, I see that too.
I gotta put it down.
Say what up?
I mean,
Oh, this part right here about front of
Oh yeah.
they just built them.
Nobody lived in it before?
Oh, so they had one that I think is over here that I saw on Realtor.com. But it was already on the contract before we even started looking. But that would have been a good deal.
Which one?
The one that I saw.
Is
I think
it
that'd
going?
be a good
No, do it the other way,
thing
right?
for the video. Oh,
What?
no, you go ahead.
Did I stop it? I think I just hit something.
It's still recording.
I'm saying I don't need
I
to.
hate the wind. It's just blowing these things off.
We gonna do this way and that way?
What?
What am I'm used to it being the other way.
Camera person.
Right, look, man. I thought I'm supposed
I don't
to.
need to get a part of us. Well, you could just go out and record out.
I mean,
But it's
we
gonna
can
record
do
me.
that.
How do I switch it? Oh, just that?
I'll turn it around.
Oh, thank you.
So y'all walk and talk and then y'all get back in the driveway again and kind of point at it, then walk towards it, okay? All right, go ahead.
I'm ready to be a realtor now, honey.
Hey, look, you should.
Psych.
I told you that the other day.
I do not want
I
to
mean,
do
the
that.
when I came to Georgia.
I done to want to do that. Okay, let's get busy, honey.
Get the fun started. Where are we gonna take?
My daddy did it. Baby, it's giving grown girly. Back in the bathroom. We have to change our clothes so she can do another video. She doing a longer, like, throughout the process video. So we have to change our clothes so we can go look at some houses. This is gonna be the beginning. And then today we're gonna do what we did. The inspection and all that. So that's why I got on different clothes now. But yeah. Make sure I take the honey. Cause they're trying to take out my money. What's this? Oh, I didn't even know it was cabinets right here. Wow. Right in front of the toilet. I didn't know it was cabinets in here. Okay. Well, I don't got that much stuff, but I probably will have that much stuff. Maybe I should blue tape this right here. I really don't know, like, is that OD? I don't care. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. It's like a little, I think that's tape worthy. I think this is tape worthy. And oh, this tape worthy, but I can't reach it. Can y'all see that? That is tape worthy. What else? Oh, why so many of these little prickly sticklies? Prickly sticklies. I don't like fall.
Oh, that's pretty far, sis. Yeah, right here?
Yeah. I mean, not really that, but I know we can't reach that.
I definitely can. Come on, there you go. There you go. Come on, sis. Let me. Ooh. And if you're the lightweight, so I might pick you up. Make sure you get this on video.
If I could get my knee right here.
You gonna stand on it?
My knee?
Oh, okay. Come on.
Ooh, what? How are you gonna do
You look like
that?
you're heavy. Okay, come on. Okay.
Oh,
Shit.
girl.
Oh my God! Oh my Jesus! Oh, you're messing things up already.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Do I need another piece?
Hold on.
Or
What? Where?
break it?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's just see. It's the floor.
Oh, you got it? You okay?
Oh, I'm scared.
Girl, you on?
Oh.
Oh my God.
I thought it was hard.
Jump down.
So once we came over here, we looked at the houses. I chose which one I wanted, and that was pretty much it. She put the offer in, and the ball was rolling. The ball was continuing to roll. I'm just go like the step-by-steps of what I had to do to get to the actual buying process, just in case somebody is curious and wanted to know. So after she put the offer in and it was accepted by the buyer, I had to pay an earnest money deposit. Usually it's like a percentage of what the house is. So I paid that to the realtor, and that does go towards the closing costs. And that's basically like my down payment to have this house. And so after that, I had to get the inspection, which you saw me talking to the guy in the clip. But I had to get the inspection just to make sure there's nothing wrong, because even though it is a new construction, people are human, they can still make a mistake. So there were a few little things. It really wasn't much. There were a few little things that we had to put in the contract for the builder to fix. It was no problem. They fixed everything. And so after that, well, let me take a break. After the inspection, the whole time I was working with the loan officer, like to get the pre-approval and all the numbers and stuff. But once it was like really getting real, like after I did the inspection and everything, I was like, let me just make sure they have the best rates, the best programs, whatever, all the things, because overall, the rates are gonna be about the same, but there are some that may have different programs or different incentives where they will pay something towards closing costs, or they'll have down payment assistance programs. It's just different programs that will actually help you out in the long run versus maybe them having lower rate, because pretty much all the ones that I talked to, they had about the same rates or they had higher than average rates. So it was a little bit overwhelming during that part because I was trying to research. I really didn't even know, like, I don't know. It was just, I don't know. It was overwhelming though, I must say. Like, I was researching, trying to find, just talking to so many people, so many phone calls, and like, once you do one of them little applications where you say you're trying to find a loan officer, baby, they're going to start calling. And so I was really just trying to talk to all of them to really see, but then they all want to go through the whole process. And I'm like, I know what I need to know. I done did this with every single person. Just tell me what's the rate and what kind of programs y'all got. Because I was really tired of like going through the same stuff, and then like, I'm a budgeting girly too, so I was trying to plug all the numbers in, and I was just like, baby, do I want to pay this much? Like, do I really want to pay this much? I was kind of going through it a little bit. But at the end of the day, I stuck with the same loan officer that I had from the beginning, and everything went well. Like, I even, hold on, let me back a little bit. I even told my realtor, I was like, I don't want to cancel no more. I don't want it no more. I'm not going to do it. Cancel my contract. And so we hung up, and she was just like, okay. But then she called me back, and she was like, why? And she thought like other people was influencing me to not want it. But it really wasn't that. It was really the loan options and like the ones that were most ideal. It was one that was the most ideal, and they ended up telling me that I wasn't eligible anymore based on my income. So I'm like, how was I eligible before but I'm not now? Like, why is everything falling apart? And then there was like nothing better that I could find. So it just seemed like everything was falling apart. I'm like, maybe I don't need to do this then. And so yeah, that's when I was like, look, I don't want the house no more. Take me out the game. And so she ended up talking to the loan officer, and they ended up being able to do something. And like, long story short, it all worked out. I was able to do that option, and I was relieved again, because baby, that was like the most frustrating, most intense, most overwhelming part of this process was picking a loan officer, a mortgage bank, whatever. Choosing that was the biggest part of this to me, and it was like, oh, please, never again. That's how I felt. But once we got that squared away, we really just had to wait for a clear to close from the bank. And that's basically saying like they checked all of my bank accounts, credit, all that stuff to make sure everything was still lining up. Throughout the process, they're going to continue to check, make sure you're not adding on any lines of credit, make sure you're not making any big purchases and all this stuff. So they were doing all of that. I had to explain a few things. I feel like I was really just trying to fish for stuff, because it was nothing questionable in my account. And like, everything was really like, my stuff was to the T. I had everything really laid out perfectly. But I answered the few questions they had, and I did have to push the closing date back because of the whole trying to pick a loan and all that. They kind of delayed it because I didn't sign the paperwork the day that they sent it. I'm like, hold on, I'm trying to see if anybody got something better. But then nobody had nothing better. So I ended up going with them. But they did push the process back like maybe 2 weeks or so. But it wasn't a big deal, baby, because it's like after them 2 weeks, I was gonna be here. Like, this is going to be my place. So what's 2 weeks? What's 2 more weeks? Plus, I was working on patients anyway, so it's like, okay. And then it was also kind of my fault because I didn't sign the papers. But anyway, we ended up getting the clearance to close, and I hope I'm not leaving nothing out of the process. Let me just add this tidbit in. They do check your credit, but I feel like credit is not the most important thing because I have a credit score. I have a good credit score, and I feel like I should have got some incentives because of that. Baby, I didn't get no incentives because of that. I think if you have like, I don't know if it's 620 or so, you can get an FHA loan, which is 3.5% down. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like people make credit out to be like a big determining factor, but a 620 is not hard to get. In my opinion, I don't know. But yeah, that wasn't a big part of it, baby. So if you are trying to buy a house and you feel like the credit is issue, don't. You probably good. But the other thing is the down payment. So some banks will have an option to not pay a down payment, or they will have the option to do like down payment assistance where they'll pay a couple $1,000 on the loan. So that's one of the things you have to really just explore, talk to your realtor, talk to the mortgage officer about. But anyway, we got the clear to close, and then it was closing day. Closing day came. So I'm gonna get started with that part in right now. Okay. Today is closing day. I just made it to the law firm where we're going to be closing it. I don't really know how to feel yet, but I feel like the feels are gonna feel after I sign and I step in the house. But yeah, just let's go.
I am so proud of my daughter. She's doing great things, and hey, this is just the beginning. She's very happy. She's the mother of that beautiful child, and she's done a great job as well.
Good job. What about you, little girl? Say your thoughts.
Nene, what's your thoughts, Poop?
Come here. Say your thoughts. How you feeling?
No, I'll show it to you later. Come on, let's roll.
Do you got some more of these? So the house is closed. We moving in today. Thoughts and feelings. Hey girl. Baby, grown. All right, period. That's all you need. All right, y'all.
So how you feel like how was our interaction throughout the whole process?
It was really good. Everything was very professional. and very quick.
It was.
You didn't do any delays. Everything was 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
So yeah, like that was the whole process of me buying this house. I really don't feel like I left anything out, but if you have questions, leave them in the comment section. I want to talk a little bit about if I have any regrets. Moving back home for one, or buying this house for two. And I can tell you that the answer is no and no. Like ever since I moved back home, I just feel like I was at peace and I had joy and everything, but I feel like I'm happier here because like I can spend time with my family whenever I want. Like it's just, I don't know, like Atlanta was just not, I liked living there, but as far as environment, like there was nothing there for me and I wasn't doing anything there, especially after like I was really cutting out all the stuff in my life. Like Atlanta didn't have nothing for me, baby, nothing. So I was like, I might as well go home now. And that's what I did, and I've been loving it. Like I have zero regrets of moving back home. Yeah, everything has just been amazing. And then regrets from buying this house, I don't have any regrets as well for that because for one, the whole apartment thing, like there weren't any good options in my eyes, so I feel like this was the better option. Now, just based off mortgage versus rent, you can't really do that. So in the end, or in the grand scheme of things, I am paying more to have this house, just with all of the other things that come along with having a house. But I really don't feel like that's the issue because there are benefits to owning a house, and I know it's not like everybody's desire to own a house. So, you know, if it's not, then that's cool or whatever, but there are benefits, and I feel like the houses are continuously going up in price throughout the years. Like they're continuously going up for the same square foot, the same bedrooms and bathroom, might be $100,000 more in a few years. So that was one of the things that kind of made me be like, okay, it won't hurt to go ahead and look and try and like see if this is something that I want to do. That was one thing. And then the other thing is you're building equity. So, and then also it's like once this house is paid off, all I'm gonna be paying is property taxes and home insurance. So it's like there's benefits, and I'm like, in my financial mindset, it made sense for me and still makes sense for me. So yeah, I don't have any regrets. It is a little bit more, I will say that, but I think it's worth it. And if you have that desire, I feel like it's worth it to explore it. Even if you feel like you're not ready right now, I feel like it's worth it to explore it and like do some research to really see if you just feel like you're not ready or if you're actually not ready. But that, yeah, that's my little spiel on, I'm back in this step. And then yeah, it's like, I miss my friends in Atlanta. It wasn't that many, but my bestie down there, I left her, sorry Jordan, love you. But I can go visit them. And then like, this is my last thing, okay? The other reason why I want to come home, everybody's here. So all the events, people's birthdays, baby showers, kids parties, all this stuff. It's like, baby, I'm not finna keep coming up and down that road. And I'm not finna keep buying flights either. So it just made more sense financially, logically. It just made more sense for me to be back home. And I can go visit my friends. My two little friends is in Atlanta, baby, when I can. And yeah, this just made more sense. So I hope this video was a little bit informational. I ain't just really go all out with it, and I'm not really just saying I'm so well versed in the home buying process because I know it looks different for everybody, but that's why you talk to people. That's why you do research. For me, this was the easy process, and I really feel like the patience, because I really could have said like, no, I'm not gonna buy a house, I'm ready to move now, I'm gonna just get this apartment, and I would have just been in that apartment. But it's like, now this is like, I had no plans of buying a house. I had 0 plans of buying a house this year, and so just to be here now is kind of crazy. And I really feel like this is a God-ordained situation, because everything just lined up so well. Everything lined up so well, and I really could have been somewhere else instead of here. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for intelligence and like the patience and all of that. So yeah, like that's my little spiel on why I moved back. I'm loving it. I'm loving being back home. I'm loving it having this house. It's taking a lot, and I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to furnish it and everything, but I'm gonna take y'all along for the ride. And that's all I got. If you have questions or anything, or congratulations or anything, leave it in the comment section. Also, I'm gonna put my registry in the comment section, just in case, because you never know, somebody want to do something nice for your girl. So I'm gonna put that down there. But thanks for watching. I hope I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.